Hey guys, so I had to do a bonus video today because some terrible things have happened in our nation and I can't keep silent. This has been bothering me pretty much all day, and bother is kind of a really not quite, it's a lesser term for what I'm actually feeling right now. Most of you probably already know that abortion has been legalized in New York up until the day the baby is born. I've been reading several articles on it that popped into my newsfeed on Facebook, and this new legislation has now defined a human being as someone who is born alive, and basically in their minds, that justifies this law of murdering a baby on the day up until 9 months, up until the very day that you go into labor and have the child. And this to me is not only evil, it is mind-blowingly abhorrent, and I've cried about this. My heart breaks for all these children. There were numbers and statistics about how many children were aborted, and it was in the 70 to 80 thousands in New York alone. It's sickening. It really is just sickening. And the worst part of it is that I know that there are a lot of bad circumstances for everybody, and for most people involved in these and getting abortions and stuff, but there comes a time when you have to take responsibility as an adult for the mistakes that you made. If you don't want a child, don't have sex, especially don't have unprotected sex and stuff, and you can't just have sex and then have a baby. Oh, I don't want the baby, I can't take care of it, or I don't have the money to take care of it, or whatever your reasons are other than medical, and then you just want to get rid of it, so you kill it. There's nothing justifies killing and murdering an innocent baby, and I don't care what you think or how you justify it in your own mind. That child is a baby, and it is a precious and valuable life. No matter what the new legislator says a human being is, from the moment of conception, that is a life. And you're taking that life away. And people are like, well, with all these dead babies, there's less children in foster homes growing up with terrible lives and blah, 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 and all kinds of other justifications for it. But the fact of the matter is that even people who grow up in foster homes can grow up to be successful. They can grow up to have good lives just because they have terrible childhoods. Lots of people have terrible childhoods that have nothing to do with foster homes too. That's not a justification for murdering innocent children. And I don't know what this nation is coming to, and it scares me, and it sickens me when I think about it, because and the fact that people agree with this and that it's legalized in New York, it makes me sick, and it makes me sick for people who agree with this and who think that aborting a baby is okay. I mean, medical reasons is pretty much the only excuse, and even that's kind of a fine line there. But nothing justifies killing an innocent baby, and I cannot believe that this has happened, and it makes me sick, and you are sick if you believe that killing an innocent child is okay. There are people, lots of women out there like me, who have been wanting a child and who have been trying to have children, and we can't, or whatever, and yeah, we don't have the money for adoption right now, so and you're just killing innocent babies because you don't want to take the responsibility that it takes and face the consequences for your mistakes. If you weren't ready to have a child, then don't go out and have sex and start having sex just because, and then you think you can just get rid of the child because it's your body and you can do what you want. No, that baby is a life, and it has rights too, even if it's too young to speak out for itself. It still matters. That child, that boy or that girl still matters, just like you mattered when you were in your mother's womb. And now you want to go and kill an innocent child and an innocent baby and then legalize it and make it okay. Not to mention, legalizing this means that a guy or anybody who abuses a pregnant woman and who causes her to have a miscarriage won't be charged for the crime. And not to mention, anybody can perform an abortion, not just doctors, but anybody. You understand that this is going to cause illegal abortions going on in the streets, and not literally in the streets, but underhandedly, and all kinds of just a rise in crimes to do with these, and nobody will be charged for it because, if you hit that woman in the stomach, if she's 8 or 9 months pregnant and she miscarries the child, you're not doing a crime because it's not considered murder. It makes me sick, and I can't keep silent anymore. I had to share this with you guys, and I just, it really just sickens me what our nation is coming to. It really does. And I pray that every single person who agrees with this and who has killed an innocent child gets what's coming to them. And I pray that God's wrath be upon this nation, because we are going so far downhill. It just, I can't. I hope you guys still follow my channel, but this needs to be out there. This needs to be shared. People need to hear this, and we need prayer for this nation. So if you believe in God and if you were a Christian, I ask that you pray for this nation, because it's bad. This is really bad. And my heart just shatters to hear this, and it breaks my heart, especially, like I said, knowing that, like, my husband and I have been trying to have children, and it's difficult for us, and then these people are just going out murdering babies because they don't want to take the responsibility of being a parent. It's abhorrent. It's evil, and they're evil for doing this, for legalizing it in New York. Thanks, and I hope you guys subscribe.